Progress today?
Maybe.
Yeah, good. Did you make progress today? Good.
So.
Did you make progress today?
Yep.
Good. That's what we want.
Against the wall.
All right, 101. Come on over to this side because they're going to be talking loudly in there. Susan, can you close that door, please? Susan? Susan, Adil, can you close that door, please? Close that door. Thanks. No, you got to undo the hook at the top. I go through this every Saturday. They get off and they're all excited and they're talking very, very loudly, and I'm trying to talk to my 101s that I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who are we missing? All right. Okay, Katrina's here. Is Carissa here? Is Liz here? Is Liz here? No. Is Adele here? Beatrice?
Yes.
Camilla or Camilla? Camilla, okay. And Beatrice?
Yes.
Did I pronounce it correctly?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And everybody's wearing a name tag? Yes. I'm Coach. Did somebody lose those glasses? There we go. Awesome. Okay, I'm Coach. I've been coaching 5 different racket sports for 30 years. I've been coaching pickleball for 20 years. Today is a class called Introduction to Pickleball Skills for Beginners. I think that's what it's called. So there's 3 classes that make up the first part of our intro program. The first one is basically how to hit the ball. That's what we're here to learn today. The second one, once you learn how to hit the ball, is then you're going to learn the rules. It's really difficult to learn the rules if you're still learning how to hit the ball, right? So lots of people take 101 over multiple times. And I would say probably 55, 60% of my 101 classes repeat. You can do that. It's really difficult to learn the rules if you're still trying to learn to hit the ball. Some people do 101 and then they go on to 102 and then they try 103 and they go, you know what, I need to go back to 101 and start over. You can do that here. You can take all 3 of these classes in any order. You can take them as many times as you want. If you're still struggling at the end of today, you might want to sign up for this class again. A lot of guys especially tend to go, I'll figure it out. And they go on and they do it. Women tend to be more perfectionists. They want to get it right before they move on, right? So we accommodate both approaches. However you want to do it, right? Do it. And I'm here to help you, and you can ask me questions. Some people say to me, do you think I'm ready to go on to 102? My question is, how do you feel about it, right? Because it's not about whether I think you're ready, because you have to be confident enough that you know what you're doing, that you'll be able to focus on learning the rules rather than trying to hit the ball. Does that make sense? Okay, because it can be a struggle. Okay, so we're going to go in the room. I'm going to put some dots up. We're missing one person, so it's going to be a little awkward. I'll jump in and I'll be the 8th person. We're going to just go hit the ball from dot to dot. So I'm going to try and hit the ball so it lands on Katrina's dot. Katrina's going to try to put the ball back so it bounces on my dot. Obviously, if I'm standing right on top of my dot and it lands on my dot, I'm going to have trouble, right? So I want to be behind my dot so that after the ball bounces, I can hit it back to Katrina. Okay, is that what we're going to do? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put the 4 of you on that court where the dots already are. The 3 of us plus the 3 of you plus me are going to go to this court, and I'm going to put some dots up. Okay, there should be balls in the court, so just grab 1 ball per 2 people and just bump the ball back and forth. Okay, let's go on in here. All right, there's a dot. Oops. There's a dot. There's a dot. There's a dot. Oops. Let me grab my paddle. Can you bring that hopper over here, please? Yeah, just put it right up by the net post in the center. Yeah, come on over here. You can pair with AJ. You can be right here with AJ. Or actually, AJ and Cassandra, I'm going to get you to slide across, both of you. And Katrina, you come over here. Yeah, keep the ball, Katrina. That's okay. All right, Here we go. Okay, just aim for my dot. Good. I'm going to aim for your dot. Yep. Very nice. All right, give everybody a minute. Good. Oh, good. Good. Good job. Okay, everybody, come on in, please. Come on in. Come on in. You guys can stay right where you are. So this is what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be on this court. At some point, I'm going to have you all rotating around me like I'm the sun and you're the planets, right? But we're going to go. I'm going to give you something to do. You're going to go do it for a few minutes. Then we're all going to come back to this court. I'm going to show you something else. We're going to go back. We're going to work on it, and then we're going to come in again. So we're going to be going out and in and out and in. Okay, let me show you what we're doing right now. Katrina and I will just do exactly what we were just doing. Okay. So we're going dot to dot. Okay. No worries. All the pressure's on you now. Everybody's watching. All right. So we're going to go dot to dot. Occasionally, the ball's going to go flying. I don't want to try and save that. I want to catch it. I want to reset back behind my dot, and I want to start over. Okay? Okay, that one's not too bad. I probably could have saved that one. All right, so we're going to try and go dot to dot. Nice and easy. Oh, that one was wild, so I'm just going to catch it. I'm going to start over. And that's what we want to do. So the first thing we're learning is when the ball starts to go wild, I want you to catch it, bring it back so we can practice good skills, not learn bad habits. Okay? That's the first thing we're going to do. So go back and practice that. Okay, ready, Katrina? Oh, look at that. So I just put the dot between the green and the blue lines. Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay. All right. Ready, Katrina? Good. Oops. Good. Okay, everybody come on in, please. And put your dot back between the green and the blue lines. Perfect. Come on in. Come on in. When I do this, it means come on in. It's very hard to hear in this room, yeah. You're going to learn my hand signals. This means come on in. Everybody come on in. Okay, so while we're doing this, Katrina, you and I are going to keep doing this. Everybody's going to be tempted to watch the ball go back and forth. I don't want you to watch the ball. I want you to only look at me. Forget about the ball. Okay? I'm going to show you something. Notice how the paddle never goes up behind my body. Right? So I back up. I keep the paddle in front of my body the whole time. I never do this. I never bring the paddle back behind my body. Because if I do that, the ball goes way too far. You can leave that, Katrina. Leave it. Leave it. That's good. So I want to keep the paddle in front of my body the entire time because we're only hitting the ball a very short distance, right? Very good. So I'm keeping the paddle in front of my body the whole time. Whether I'm hitting a forehand or a backhand, the paddle stays in front of my body. Everybody see that? So I never took the paddle back behind my body. Does everybody understand that? I want to keep it in front of my body. Yeah. Yeah, if you come from a tennis background or a squash background, your paddle is coming back behind your body. Pickleball is a short court game. The only time your paddle is ever going to be behind your body is when you're back there at the baseline. You're hitting the ball a long way. Like if I'm hitting from that baseline to that baseline, I'm going to bring the paddle back here and I'm going to hit a long shot. But anywhere else in the court, I'm going to have the paddle in front of me, especially at the distance that we're hitting at today. I keep the paddle in front of my body. Okay, that's the next thing we're going to work on. We're also going to rotate in about 1 minute. So when I say rotate, everybody's going to rotate one position this way in the whole room. So who's ever on that court is going to slide over to here. Everybody's going to rotate one position, except me. I'm going to stay where I am. Everybody's going to rotate around me. That way I get a chance to work with each one of you today. Okay? Let's go back and practice that, not bringing the paddle back behind our body. We'll get to that next. Yeah, let me just show me how you're holding the racket. That's good. Let's just do this and slide up to there. Oh, right up to there. That should be into the fat part of your hand right there. Yep.
Wait, can you tell all of us?
Yeah, I was going to do that next, but come on in.
Okay.
It's okay. I try not to give 2 instructions at once. My teaching method is a drip. So this fat part of your racket needs to be in the fat part of your hand. Your little finger is almost coming off the bottom. So women tend to hold the paddle way up here. You need to hold it down here. I'll explain why in the next section. Okay? So here we go. Katrina. Very good, Katrina. You're doing great. Never? Well, it doesn't show. You're doing great. Okay, well, there we go. Now you got a retirement score. Yeah? With me? Oh, we met before? Oh, okay. Yeah, probably. Okay, awesome. All right, let's rotate one position. We're going to rotate. So you're going to slide all the way down to that court. And Liz is going to come all the way here. No, you're going to go to that court, right there. Yeah, there we go. All right. Adele. Yeah, let's do it, Adele. Okay.
So if I don't hear you.
Okay. If you don't hear, just put your hand up. Let me know. Oops. Sorry, it was a little strong. Oh, nice try. Okay. Nice. Almost hit the dot. We'll get to that. I promise. Okay, give me 1 second. I got to grab a paddle. I'll be right back, okay? Give me 1 second. Okay, everybody, come on in, please. Come on in. All right. We're going to try, Adele. We're going to try. I'm going to try with this. Okay, you ready? I'm literally just playing with a piece of lumber. Literally just playing with a piece of lumber, right? So if anybody tells you that you have to spend $300 on a pickleball paddle, tell them they're nuts. All right. The reason I'm playing with this pickleball pad, this piece of lumber, is this tells me where the ball is going to go. Where my face is pointing tells me where the ball is going to go. So if my paddle is pointing up like that, when I make contact, where's the ball going to go? So up. In order to get it to go down, I need to tip my wrist back. Do you see this? My wrist is back, laid back. I have to be able to lay my wrist back. The only way I can do that is if I hold the paddle correctly. Okay? So if I hold the paddle up here, I can only get it to go back that far. But if I hold the paddle here, I can get it to go back all the way to here. Right? So it's really important to slide your grip down to the ball, right? To I've lost the word. The bottom of the racket, right? Okay, so this green noodle and that red noodle on the net show us our target. We imagine that this is the top of the window and that there's a window that goes all the way across the net, like this, okay? So we're trying to hit the ball through that window every time. All right, Adele? Good. See, the pressure's on. Oh, that was above the window, wasn't it? That was through the window. I was a little bit above. So the reason it was above is at contact, your paddle was pointing up, right? You want to get your paddle pointing lower. There we go. And another way to get it through the window is to remember, if you're going to hit it through the window, look through the window. So you got to bend your knees and your hips, right? So we're trying to get down. So that we're looking through the window, right? If I'm standing upright, it's really hard for me to get the ball through the window. So I want to get down and try to get the ball through the window. So look through the window to hit it through the window. That's the next thing we're going to practice. Okay, go back to your court. In a minute we're going to rotate, but until then we're going to practice this. Okay? All right, here we go, Adele. Very good, Adele. Very good. You're doing great. There we go. You hitting dots there, AJ? Good. Okay, let's rotate. So AJ, you're going to rotate over there. Katrina's going to come over here. Good. Yep, you got it. Everybody knows how to do this. Keep practicing the same thing. Oops. Good. Oh. Okay. There you go. Nice try. All right, everybody, come on in, please. Come on in. All right, so I want to talk about how to hit the ball. Everybody hear me? Can you hear me, Adele? Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, so I want to talk about how we hit the ball. The moment that our racket touches the ball is very, very important. We don't want to be stabbing, slashing, hacking, cracking, any of that stuff. So I want you to think about a shopping cart, right? If I was going to push a shopping cart, a heavy shopping cart, I wouldn't push it like this, would I? I would push it like this, okay? So I want you to think about that. Can you think with me? Okay. I'm giving it a push. Like a shopping cart, that's okay. We'll try again. We don't want to be slapping the ball, we want to be pushing it. Push. 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 Right? So long. Right? Just like I'm pushing it down the aisle. So if the shopping cart, if I was trying to push it all the way down the aisle, from here I would give it a long push. Right? Long, smooth push. Oh, try again. Here we go. Nice try. Try not to slap. Push. Push. Right? That's what we're trying to do. Push. Okay? So I want everybody to go back and practice pushing. We're going to rotate in about a minute. Okay, let's try some more. That's okay. So, sorry, what's your name again? Beatrice, yes. So you're doing this. You don't need to kick. Just push forward and get your weight forward. If you were going to push a heavy shopping cart, would you do this? Would you? No, you wouldn't. You'd do this with both feet, right? Okay, so keep both feet on the ground. Oh, I'm sorry, I hit your dot. Okay. Push. You'll get it. Take some time. So Beatrice, here for a second. Okay. If you were going to push a shopping cart, you would push it out here, right? You wouldn't come up like this to push it, right? So right now you're taking the ball really close to your body. I want you to think about where your hands would be if you were pushing a shopping cart. That's the contact point for the ball, right? It needs to be out in front of you, not really close to your body, because if it's close to your body, you have no strength, right? You just keep it out here and try to give it a push, just the same as a shopping cart, okay? Now, out front, reach out. Yeah, there we are. There we are. Oops. Much better. Yeah, not so hard. Push. There we go. Push. Push. Yeah. You're getting there, Beatrice. Yeah, you're trying. Good job, Katrina. Good push. All right. Very good. Okay, let's rotate one position. You're going to be here. Carissa? Sorry? Camilla. All right, we're going to try go dot to dot. Good job. Very good. That was very smooth. Very smooth. Very good. Very good. So, yeah, come on in. So, a little bit longer. Right now you're kind of doing this.
Okay.
Right? Think more like this. Right? Push. Okay? So just push. Nice gentle push. Yeah, push a little longer. Push a little longer, yeah. Because what you did was you stopped. You don't want to stop. You want to push all the way through. Yeah. Very good. Nice and slow. Slow. Beautiful. Slow. Yeah. Nice try. You're doing great. Slow. So just slow. Just slow. Sorry, that hit your dot. Much better. Slow it down. That's better. Slow it down. Very good. Nice and slow. Slow, slow, slow. Very good. Slow, slow, slow. Awesome. Very good. You got it, Camilla. Very good. Much progress. Slow it down. You're doing great. So sometimes you're still a little pokey, sloppy. So just try and smooth it out. Think like a dancer, not like a boxer. Right? Nice and smooth. Okay? All right, everybody, come on in, please. Come on in. I'm going to give you your last tip on this topic. Come on in. You got to be close to me so you're not listening to my echo. Okay. Camilla and I are going to, this is called dinking. In pickleball, it's called dinking. Camilla and I are going to do some dinking, and I'm going to talk while we're doing it. Okay? I want you to watch me. Don't worry so much about her. No pressure on Camilla. Okay? I want you to watch how I'm pretending that my paddle is a little fishing net, and I'm trying to catch this fish in my net. Okay? So I'm catch it in my net, and then I just give it a little push at the last second. I can catch it in my net, give it a little push at the last second. Right? If it's a net, I'm not going to try and catch it like this. Go ahead, feed it to me. That's not how I'm going to catch the ball or catch the fish, right? I'm going to catch it. Oh, I'm going to catch it. I'm going to catch it. And then I'm going to give it a push. Catch it. I'm going to catch it. And I'm going to give it a push. Catch it, and then I'm going to give it a push. Does everybody see that? So my racket is prepared. It's ready for the fish to jump into the net, and then I just give it a little push at the last second. Okay? It's called racket preparation. It's really important. In pickleball, we don't want the racket to be a long way away from the ball because then we have to swing fast. Right? Come in really close. Everybody come in really close. When I drop this ball on the ground, you think that it's going to bounce straight up and then straight down and then straight up and straight down and land on the same spot, right? Watch what actually happens. You see how it jumped around? Keep watching the ball. It's going to bounce 4 or 5 times. It's going to change direction almost every time. See that? Changes direction, right? So if your paddle's a long way away from the ball, if you think it's coming here and it bounces and it changes direction, now you've got to quickly get your paddle onto a ball that's just changed direction, and what happens? You hit it way too hard. If your paddle is close to the ball, your paddle is close to the ball, when it changes direction, you don't have to hurry. So you always want to keep your paddle close to where the ball is bouncing on the ground. Make sense? Okay, so think of the little fish. Remember to watch the bounce, and let's work on that for a few minutes. Okay? This is going to be our last activity, then we're going to have a drink of water and we're going to have a chat out in the lobby. Okay? Ready, Camilla? Very good, Camilla. Very good. Catch the fish. Very good. Whoa! Trying to catch the fish, Adele? Very good, Camilla. Oh, very good. You're doing great. Okay, let's rotate one position. Rotate one. You get a side over there, Adele. Lisa. Liza. Lisa. All right, we're going to do the same thing. You're going to catch the fish, and I'm going to catch the fish. Very nice. Very good. You got this, Lisa. You're teaching 102 in a half an hour, okay? Oops. Very good. Very nice. Very good. Now you're just showing off. Well done. Awesome. We did like 50 in a row there. That was awesome. Well done. Okay, everybody, let's do a pickup. We're going to pick up all the balls. Pick up all the balls, put them in the hoppers, and then we're going to go have a drink. Yeah, I'll meet you all in the lobby. We're going to go have a drink in the lobby. All right, while we're having a drink, grab your water bottles. We're going to have a sip of water and a conversation. Okay? Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I should have told Adele to check to make sure it was unlocked first. Yep, the building is safe. All right, while we're having a drink, come on out here and bring your water bottles out here and we can have a chat and a drink. So in addition to giving you basic skills today, I'm happy to answer any questions you have, anything pickleball related. Usually people arrive here with questions that they are seeking answers to. No, so I string rackets all day for a living, so my fingers bleed and I get blood all over my customers' rackets. So to protect my fingers, I wear a glove on my racket hand. This finger's cut because I need to also operate my phone. So I just cut the tip off. So it's up to you. A lot of ladies, so I coach mainly ladies, and a lot of them wear gloves to protect their manicures and their fingernails and that sort of thing. So it's up to you. You can wear any kind of glove. This is a racquetball glove, but you can wear a baseball glove, a golf glove, whatever you're comfortable with. Some people just wear ladies' work gloves, the really small size. So, but whatever you like, and it's not a required. It does help you with traction. Because I wear the glove, my overgrip can go longer than if I didn't wear the glove. So, if you're used to overgrip from badminton, you know that you'll know how long you have to change it. Same thing with pickleball. All right, it was a good question. Other questions?
If we're going to get a paddle,
Yep.
do you suggest like a longer one or?
If you're going to be hitting two-handed shots, you're going to need a longer handle. Okay. You probably won't be hitting two-handed shots until you get to your intermediate level. Not necessary. A lot of ladies are hitting two-handed shots nowadays. It's an option. What you really want to watch for in buying a paddle, the most important thing is you want to avoid buying a toy. So there's two things out on the market. There's toys and there's actual sporting goods. If you're just starting out and you don't know if you're still going to be playing pickleball 3 months or 6 months from now, you're fine to start with a toy, right? Because it'll get you through the beginner stage. If you're planning to play longer, you probably want to buy a racket. The dividing line right now is about $150. The regular price, anything under $150 is probably a toy, probably, unless it's a really old racket. Anything over $150 is probably a racket. Okay, you're welcome. And you can get pickleball paddles everywhere. You can get the toys everywhere. Walmart, Canadian Tire, Sport Check. You just got to be careful because they put the really expensive yellow one, which is a real thing, next to the yellow toy. And people go, well, they look the same. I'll get the cheaper one, but it's a toy. So, but if, like I say, if you're just starting out, a toy is fine because
So
it'll.
what do you think of that one? I got that at Sporting Life.
Yeah, this is a Selkirk. That's a racket.
That's a decent one.
It's decent. Yeah, it's one of their starter rackets, one of their lower priced ones. Yeah. You probably bought it on sale.
I got it in a 2-pack with 3 balls in a bag.
Okay.
And I think it was like $160.
For the two of them?
Yeah.
That's an awesome price. Maybe it is a toy. I don't know. I'd have to look at it. I'd have to play with it. It looks, Selkirk is a good brand. That looks like a real paddle. So, yeah. Okay. All right. So good question. Other questions? Okay. You'll have more questions as we go on. I'm happy to answer questions about people ask me, where can I play? Where do I get started? Right? So, but 101 is the first course. You're going to be back for 102, 103. You can always ask me more questions later. Okay.
Sorry, what if we want to play between now and whenever?
Now and whenever?
Start playing next week before we have a second lesson.
Okay. So 103 is where we start playing the game. So are you signed up for 101, 102, and 103? No. Okay. 103 is where we start playing the game. You probably don't want to start playing the game until you've been through rules at least. But if you want to just go out and practice, you can go out to one of the many public courts in town. You have rackets, you have balls. Okay. Just go practice the kind of stuff that we were practicing today. Because that's, you don't want to, I mean, I presume you don't want to learn the rules until the rules clinic? Or do you, yeah, you can do whatever you want. You can have a friend teach you the rules.
Well, yeah, no, I was just curious.
Okay.
Where to practice.
Yeah. Okay, so there's that. Now I understand the question. There are courts all over the city. The city has many dual-lined pickleball and tennis courts that you don't need a membership for. If you want to play at a place like here, or at Wood Creek, or at Oak Ridge, or at Willow Park, you're going to need a membership to play in those places. You can buy a guest pass in some of them. Just you have to contact them and ask them what their guest pass policy is. But if you're looking for free courts, you just got to go to the website and look up City of Calgary pickleball courts, and you get a map.
So what's the etiquette? You go to a court and someone's already there, and you're waiting.
Yeah.
How long?
So there's rules posted. Yeah, there's rules posted that say you're limited to 30 minutes.
Oh.
Nobody follows the rules.
So then what do you do?
It's the Wild West. You can call the city, and they will send somebody around, usually the next day, right? Yeah. Yeah, and I've seen arguments break out over the courts. I mean, most people are good enough. If you get there and all the courts are full, you just wait for 30 minutes, and most people, well, I should say most people, some people will say, yeah, okay, it's your turn, or somebody will leave in that half hour. But if it's two guys playing a tennis death match, screw you. They're going to play for 3 hours. They don't care what the rules are, right? So.
I noticed that we had to, it was 7 days, the next session would close, but that's next week. Can we still register for the 102 today?
You should be able to register until next week, yeah. Okay. Yeah, and it says it's...
I was away, so I just came back last night. I was going to register. I was going to just one of the rules next week then?
It says 7, but it's actually 5.
Okay. So I can do it too.
You should be able to do it too. If you can't, just shoot me an email. Because we need to be able to get the class lists organized. We need to make sure that that we have staff, the right number of instructors. There's some organizational stuff that has to happen behind the scenes. We can't leave it until 3 days before, because then our instructor has planned to go away for the weekend, and now we need a second instructor. So we need to know a week in advance so our staff have an opportunity to prepare. Yeah. And there's always people who email us in the last week and say, I can't come, like there's a lady who didn't show up today. So that extra time gives us a chance to give somebody else an opportunity to get into the class. So all good questions. Okay, we're gonna go back in the room. You'll have another opportunity to ask questions. We're gonna go back in the room and learn the difference between a ground stroke and a volley. Okay, we're all gonna go down to the far court. AJ, you and I are gonna do a little demonstration. Well, I wouldn't say more.
Or probably less, because I feel like
No, there's
based on the racket contact and everything. It doesn't work as much.
yeah, exactly. It's harder to get some kinds of spin. Okay, everybody, come right in here so you can hear me and you're not listening to my echo. It's best that you can hear my voice on its way to you rather than off of the back walls. Okay, so AJ and I are going to be dinking back and forth. He's going to put everything to the blue line. Just try to land it on the blue line. Okay, so notice there's no dot anymore. So he's aiming for the blue line. Ground, ground, stroke. Ground, stroke. Ground, stroke. Ground, stroke. Blue line, volley. Ground, stroke. Ground, stroke. Ground, stroke. Try and hit the blue line. Volley. Ground, stroke. Volley. Everybody see the difference? A ground stroke bounces on the ground first, right? A volley I take out of the air. Okay, go ahead, aim for the blue line. Ground stroke. Ground stroke. Volley. Volley. Ground stroke. Ground stroke. Ground stroke. Volley. Everybody see that? So that's what a volley is. I'm not going to get into the rabbit hole of the rules today, but I do want to make you aware that pickleball has something called a no volley zone. Between the blue line and the net is the no volley zone. Can you guess what you're not allowed to do in the no volley zone? You're not allowed to volley in the no volley zone. Right, very good. Okay, so if I did that, I'm in the no volley zone when I volleyed, that would be a fault. We'd lose the rally. Okay, so I want you to learn to volley without stepping into the no volley zone. Continue. Yep. So we're going to do what we were doing before, but every once in a while, I'm going to give you a longer ball. You can volley. There we go. Every once in a while, when I get a longer ball, or he gets a longer ball, we're going to have a chance to volley. And we're just going to volley. Okay, I want you to practice ground strokes and volleys while staying out of the no volley zone. Make sense? Okay, go back to the court you were on. I don't remember who I was with. Was it you? Okay. And we're going to rotate in about a minute. So I want you to try and land everything on the blue line, okay? Try and land on the blue line. I'll try and land yours on the blue line. Okay, it was good, but you were in the no volley zone. Oh. Oh, very good. Very good. Good. You're doing great. Oh, tried to save it. That was a no ball. It was a fault. Yep. Oh, nice try. We got a ball in your feet. That was clever. Okay, let's rotate one position. We're going to rotate. Clarissa? Carissa. All right, Carissa. Oh, sorry. You weren't watching. My mistake. Okay, we're going to go blue line to blue line. Very good. And we're going to try and volley sometimes. Very good, Carissa. Okay, so we want to try and do some volleys. So we want to try and do some volleys. So if I'm trying to land them on the blue line and you're way back from the blue line, you're never going to get a chance to volley. Yeah, so you want to be a little closer to the blue line. Okay? That happens. I get hit every day, so don't worry about it. Very good. Good. Oh, very nice. Very good. Oh! Yeah. Ball right in your feet, right beside your foot. Don't want you to step on it. There we are. Okay. Oh. Okay. Awesome. Well done. Everybody come on in. Tip time. I'm going to give you a tip about volleys. Okay. Come in a little closer. Do you remember when we were trying to catch the fish in the net off the ground? Same thing with volleys. Carissa, you and I are going to do this together. Okay? There you go. So, when I'm getting ready to volley, try to hit me something I can volley. It's like I'm going to catch the fish in the net, right? And at the last second, I just give it a little bump. I'll just pretend that was a good one. There we go. Yeah, everybody see that? So it's just like it's out in front of me. I'm not swinging at it when I volley. I'm just holding it out front like I'm going to catch it in the net, and then I just give it a little bump. Let's do one more demonstration. Carissa. And I can volley forehand or I can volley backhand. Everybody see that? That easy. That easy. Okay, let's go back.
So much racket down versus like a racket up.
That's technical, right? And so if you come to one of my volley classes, like the one I taught this morning, we would talk about that. But because this is 101, we're not going to get into that. Appreciate the question, but not the right place for it. Okay? Yeah. We're going to do serving last. The very last thing we do. Are you talking about serving to start a game or serving to start this? Start this? Okay. Yeah. So you can hit it out of the air if you want, like this. That's called a volley serve, right? Or you can start it off the ground, which is a ground serve or a drop serve, right? Either one. So when you're playing pickleball, you can volley serve, or you can ground stroke serve. They're both allowed. You can serve either way.
Thank you.
Yep. That's why we're learning ground strokes and volleys, because it's a precursor to learning how to serve. Okay? Awesome. Yeah, keep playing. As long as it lands in the court, it's still fine. Yep. Ready, Carissa? We're going to try some more volleys. Very good. Oh. So come in for a second. So on the backhand, okay, we want to slow this down a little bit. So on the backhand, just get the racket nice and stable, right? Nice and stable, and just like you're going to catch it. Yeah. Not so close to your body, right? Catch it out front, just like you were going to do the forehand. So forehand, backhand. Forehand, backhand. Yep. Okay. Ready? A little closer. There we go. Very good. Very nice. Oops. There you go. You got your backhand volley. That's awesome. Okay, let's rotate one position. Rotate one position. All right, so we're just going to try and volley back and forth. We'll try and keep it going as volleys. Okay? Oh. You got some tennis experience. Good. So remember our window? In pickleball, we always want to keep the ball low. Because if it gets up here, you're a dead man. Right? So always try and do your volleys low to the net.
So is it the green line or
Blue line. Yep. Green line's a badminton line. Same with exactly the same as a badminton court. The only difference is the blue line. 6 inches. Yep. Okay, gotta go. Grab a new one. Going. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Today's a learning day, not a competition. Oops, sorry. Oh! All right. I meant to stop there. Sorry. Okay, ready? Come on in. Come on in. I'm just going to introduce the two serving styles or the two serving options. We're just going to practice serving from here initially. Then we're going to go for a quick water break. And then we're going to come back and we're going to finish our last half hour learning how to serve. But we're going to be doing it on the full court. Okay? So I want everybody to practice. We're going to back up to the white line. Imagine that this white line extends all the way to the wall, right? And there's white lines on that court too. So we're just going to serve back and forth, AJ and I, right? So first I'm going to practice a ground stroke serve. Catch. Just catch. Okay, now you're going to do a ground stroke serve back to me. No, that's a volley serve. So ground stroke serve. Go. Good. And I catch it. I'm going to catch it. Ground stroke serve. Catch. Ground stroke serve. Catch. Good stuff. Then we're going to do volley serve. Volley serve. Catch. Volley serve. Catch. Volley serve. Catch. Okay? So we're going to start off with ground stroke serve. We're going to go for 3 minutes. That's all it's going to take. And then we're going to switch to volley serve for 3 minutes. Then we're going to have a water break. Okay? So go grab back to the partner you just had and practice serving back and forth. Good. Oops. For today, it doesn't matter, but the rule is you have to drop it. Good. Good. Oh. Oops. Good. Ah. Oh, sorry. Volley. Ground stroke. Hard to do this slow. Nice. Oops. Okay, let's do volley serves now. Volley serves are out of the air like this. Oops. Oops. Good. Okay. Let's do a pickup and let's grab a drink of water and have another chat. So grab your water bottles and then come on out here and we'll have a chat. How you feeling?
Good, my sores are here.
Then they having to bend. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Yep. Ask me that question in a minute. Everybody come on in here, please. Let's have a drink of water and we'll chat at the same time. It's a good time while we're drinking water for me to answer questions. So, Adele had a question. Adele's question was?
Whoever wants to, can we exchange numbers? And then if someone wants to practice during the week, just to kind of improve. Because if we play with someone who doesn't have lesson 101, like my husband, makes up his own, like, you know, he just doesn't know. I'm doing totally the wrong everything.
Yeah. So one of the things that my job here at Cedar Brae is to help facilitate what we call training groups. So as you become more involved in our program, you'll get put together with other people who are at your level. And out of 100 people, there's 10 of them who want to practice regularly, and there's 90 of them who don't. Right? So you not only have to find people who play pickleball, but you also have to find people who like to practice. I know who they are because I'm a coach. Right? I know who the 10 are. I also know who the 90 are, but the 10 are people who come and see me all the time. These are people that this morning there was a training group here, 3.0 level training group was here working on volleys this morning. So as you get connected with our program, you'll get more and more of that. But you're talking about short term, what to do this week. So if anybody wants, so go ahead and exchange numbers, text each other, and maybe get together and practice at some point this week. Adele's open to it. Now, if there's 10 people in here, you might be by yourself.
Yeah, no, fair.
Okay. All right, so good question though. Other questions? That's just the way the game is. It was invented in 1964 on Bainbridge Island, and that's the ball.
The dog's name was Pickle.
Yeah, that's the rumor, but apparently that's not true.
When I'm in the store, I see outdoor balls and I see indoor balls. Is there an actual?
There is an actual difference. So an indoor ball, like we're using in here, has larger holes. It's a lighter ball with thinner walls. You get it outside in the breeze, really influenced by the breeze. Okay. An outdoor ball is heavier, thicker walls, smaller holes, less influenced by the breeze. If you go play at the Calgary Pickleball Center, which is a giant place with 14 courts, even though you're indoors, you're playing with an outdoor ball because you're on an outdoor surface. Those are actually it's a covered tennis surface. So you're going to play with outdoor balls. Exactly, yeah, the acrylic. These are hardwood floors. On hardwood floors, you're always going to use an indoor ball. So good question. Yes, but ladies tend to buy paddles, and this is the main difference between a toy and a not a toy, is toys tend to be light and thin, right? Light and thin paddles, if you try and play with them in the wind, very, very difficult game to play. The sporting goods paddles, the heavier paddles, are designed for use indoors and outdoors for people who are hitting really hard at you and for wind. If you're trying to do top spin into the wind like a tennis player, you're going to be getting slayed by the wind because the wind does not like top spin in a pickleball because of the hole. So if you're playing outdoors, you need a heavier, thicker paddle, and those tend to be up around 250 plus. So Now, you can use a toy outdoors too. Just you don't want to enter a tournament with it. That's all. Okay. If you're just messing around and you just haven't decided whether or not you're going to play pickleball for the next few years, you don't want to spend $250 on a paddle. All right, good questions. All good questions.
What about shoes? Like I noticed.
I'm wearing running shoes today because I'm not playing. Yeah. So if I was playing at my level, I would definitely be wearing court shoes. But because I'm going to be on my feet teaching for 8 hours today, I'm wearing a very soft, squishy running shoe today. Because otherwise.
Worried about rolling an ankle or something?
Yep.
Wearing a shoe like that?
Yeah, and running shoes are not ideal for playing pickleball in. I'm doing that, like I said, today because I'm going to be on my feet for many, many hours. Okay, good questions? Other questions? Okay, serving. How many of you have ever served in tennis? Awesome. How many of you served in badminton? How many of you, what else do you serve diagonally in? Pickleball? Squash you do, but it goes off the front wall. Racquetball is a little bit different. Okay, so just like in tennis and badminton, you're serving diagonally to the person who's diagonal to you, right? Well, I guess we'll stop there with the comparison to badminton. So we're going to go in the room, and I'm just going to show you some things. It's hard to hear in there, so I want to say a few things out here. You're going to see me do a drop serve or a ground stroke serve on the forehand, a volley serve on the forehand. I can also do a drop serve on the backhand side, and I can do a volley serve on the backhand side. So there's 4 different ways to serve. When you first start learning how to play pickleball, just pick one that you're good at, one that you can consistently get in the court. But if you're planning to move on, you're going to have to learn at some point to do all 4 serves, right? If you want variety in your game. And I won't get into why, because it's not a technical course, but I'm going to show you 4 different ways to serve. To get started, I just want you to pick one. So try different ones today and see which one you think you're going to start with and make that your starting serve. Okay? We're going to go in the room and AJ and I are going to demonstrate. All you're going to do is catch. Okay? Catch, put it in your pocket. I'm going to get everybody to stand right along this line right here, just outside of the court. You're going to go over there, AJ. Yeah, right near the sideline. Okay, so I can do a ground stroke serve, right? Or I can do a volley serve on the forehand. Those are both on the forehand. On the backhand, I can do a ground stroke serve, or I can do a backhand volley serve. So I can do any one of those 4 things. Probably not going to start with backhand today. Probably going to start with forehand. So I turn a little bit sideways, right? Turn a little bit sideways so that my feet are facing the direction I'm serving. I'm going to drop the ball inside the court, even though I'm outside of the court. I'm just going to push it towards, ooh, that was terrible. I'm going to push it towards AJ. Okay? So that's a ground stroke serve. Outside green lines. Yeah. So come on in so you can hear this, AJ. Yeah. Now that we've expanded the full court, I should probably mention that. Thank you, Lisa. Okay. So if you've ever played badminton, you'll recognize that the green lines are badminton court lines, right? The only difference between a badminton court and a pickleball court is this blue line, which is our kitchen line or no volley zone line, okay? And in pickleball, we never use this inside line or that inside line for anything. We only use the outside lines in pickleball. In badminton, there's a narrower court for singles and a wider court for doubles. In pickleball, it's the same court, singles or doubles. Okay? You got to be fast if you're going to play singles. Okay. So we're just working on our serve now. We're going to spend our last 10, 12 minutes just practicing serving back and forth. So you can go back to the partner you were with. We're going to get started. In about a minute, we're going to rotate. Okay? Yep. Yes, our target is the blue line to the baseline, the center line to the outside sideline. That's our target. I don't want to get into rules today. I just want you to work on finding a comfortable way to serve. We'll get into the rules in 102. You cannot serve overhand. No, I stood behind the green line.
You always have to get behind.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I drop the ball inside the court, just like this. Just like that. Yep.
Very much high.
Yep. Okay. Okay, so the balls are going to be behind the court. Katrina, can you pull those balls right back to that wall? Thank you. Okay, AJ, you and I are going to start. Good. Okay, now I'll come back to you. We're just going to do a serve and catch, everybody. Just one serve and catch. So serve, catch. Serve, catch. Oops. Yep. Yep, you got it. Yep. Paddle head has to be down though at contact. Can't be up. Not like a slice. It's got to be down. So throw the ball a little bit behind you like this. Throw the ball a little bit behind you. Yep. So don't throw the ball out here. Throw it back here, behind you. Yep, behind you. Throw it behind you. So you're going to want to throw it. Anyway, we'll deal with it another time. Oh! Nicely done. Good. Okay, everybody, let's rotate one position, please. Rotate. You're going to go down there. You're going to slide over. You're coming over here, Adele. Can I try your paddle, just so I can see if it's a toy or a racket? You try mine for a little while. This is very, very light. It's heavier. Yeah. This is very, very light, so it's more like a toy. Feels like a good toy, though. Go ahead. Nice.
Going through all
Yeah, you're just learning. You don't need to overspend yet. Yeah, you're fine.
This does feel much better.
Yeah, so it's going to be easier to play the game with that, but you don't know yet whether or not you're going to be committed to the sport. So give it a few months. You can always give this as a gift to your kids or your grandkids or something. Exactly. I'm having a tough time serving with it because it's so light. I'm having a tough time serving with it because it's so light. Yeah. Go ahead. Good serve. Excellent. Nice. You're natural. It's a lovely topspin serve, AJ. Very nice. Very good. let's rotate one position. Rotate. You're going to slide down there. Oh. You want to switch?
I don't know, I like yours. You buy them used online? Is there?
Yep. Or you can come to my store. I'll sell you a used one in my store. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. That's a good serve, Katrina. It was a little out, but it was good motion. Yep. Very good serve. Very good serve. Oops. Very bad serve. Yep. I have to get the door. I'll be right back. How you doing?
How are you?
Good. Can you be my greeter for new people who are coming in the door?
Of course, yeah.
So I'm going to tell you what I want you to tell them.
Okay.
All your possessions go in there,
Okay.
including your water bottles, because we don't allow water bottles in the gym. Ask everybody to fill out a name tag, and just wait for me here.
Okay.
As soon as this lesson's over, I'll come and talk to you guys.
Okay.
Okay? Here we go. Right? Okay. Just like that, yeah. Good. One more. Good stuff. You ended on a good one. Okay, everybody, let's do a pickup and then come on in. We're going to have a conversation. There's a bunch of balls there in that corner. All right, just set it down. You can put it down. That's good. Most of the people who are in your class are already in the gym because they took 101 this morning.
Yeah, I missed this morning.
Oh, because you're the missing Liz. Okay. Come on in then, Liz. That's okay. Just come on in. We're wrapping up anyway. Just one moment. Liz is coming to join us. I found our missing 8th.
Sorry.
Liz slept in. It's okay. You're allowed to sleep in. It's a weekend. Okay. So today we worked on beginner skills, like learning how to hit the ball. If you feel like you're struggling with what we did today and you want to do it again, you're welcome to come back and do it again. Like I say, 55-60% of the people who take this class take it a second time. If you feel like, no, I'm good. I'm not struggling hitting the ball. I know how to hit the ball. I'm ready to take the rules. Then go for it, right? Just be aware that if you are struggling, it can be a little overwhelming trying to learn the rules and trying to hit the ball all at the same time. Can be, right? Depends on the person. Okay. You can take 101, 102, 103 in any order. You can take them over and over again as many times as you want in any order. We are always here for you. We will never say no. Once you complete 102, 101, 102, 103, you can sign up for our beginner program, and then you can start playing. In 3 weeks, our indoor season starts, so we will have pickleball all day, all week. How many people here are retired? Nobody here? Okay. This class is typically not retired. So you're going to want to pay attention to our programs on the weekends and in the evenings. Okay. The first program for beginners on the weekends and the evenings is called Entry to Pickleball Ratings. So if you go to our website and you go to the ratings page, you'll get all of the information there. Don't be intimidated by the idea of ratings. We're not trying to find the next world champion. We're just trying to find out what level Beatrice is at, what level Camilla's at, what level Lisa's at, what level AJ's at, so they can all play with people who are at their level, right? Because everybody has fun. If you go out and you play AJ and he beats you 15-0 every time, you're not going to have too much fun, right? Come out and you play me and our games are 11-11, you're going to have more fun, right? So you want to try and find somebody who's at your level. And that's what our ratings program is all about. We're just sorting people into equivalent levels so that everybody can go out and have a competitive game. And nobody's bored and nobody's feeling self-conscious. Okay? That's what our program is all about. Any questions, final questions about what we did today?
Where's your store?
Canyon Meadows.
And what's it called?
It's called Racket Network. You can Google it, Racket Network. Yep. Any other questions?
Is there a way to change? So my daughter, when I registered myself, came up with my daughter's name because 17 years ago my son is here.
Okay.
So that's why it says her name online.
Okay.
But I sent a note, so I just don't know how to fix that.
You need to talk to the staff in the office.
I emailed, but nothing.
Okay. So they probably thought I was going to deal with it then. Send me another email because I didn't see that. Send me another email and yeah, I can't change your sign up genius, but you have the username and the password for it, right?
Yeah, but it still showed up with my daughter's name.
Okay.
I read it because she was a kid.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you can go into settings. Can't do it on your phone. You have to do it on a computer. Yeah, you have to go into settings, and there's a checkbox that you check because right now it's using your daughter's name. You uncheck that box, it'll start using your name. Okay.
Are there outdoor rackets here in Cedarbrae? Or outdoor, not rackets?
Not courts. No, not at Cedarbrae. Most of our members play either at Wood Creek or at Oak Ridge for the summer. So we're just an indoor facility. Wood Creek is the community next community that way. Oak Ridge is the next community that way. Oak Ridge has 14 courts. Wood Creek has 8. More beginners at Wood Creek because it's cheaper.
What's a membership like?
$40 for the season, for the summer. Other questions? All right, we're going to take off then. Thank you. How many people are staying? How many people are staying for the next one? Just you two? Okay. Well, 101, 102 is next. And then 103 is, oh yeah, you two are the only two in that class, right? 102? No. Come on, let's come on out here, everybody. I'm losing my mind. Oh no, there's a whole bunch of people in 102. 103, it's just AJ and somebody.
Coach, the rules, is it just rules or do you still play?
Oh, you're going to play. Yeah, you're going to learn. You're going to learn how to play the game, the rules. So there's an 85-page rule book. We don't go through all of them. We go through just enough rules to get you started playing at a beginner level. Okay, yeah. Good question. All right, thank you, everybody. Okay, we're done at 10:30. Yeah, this class starts at 10:30, and there's nobody here for it.
So is my racket a lot lighter than all of these?
Your racket's a lot lighter than mine. Most of these are toys. So that's a toy. That's a toy. 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 Toy.
So I shouldn't run out and get one because that was so much nicer to serve with.
Yep, that's a $250 racket each, right? So you paid $160 for 2 and some balls. So there's a difference, right? But you don't need the difference yet. I mean, if you're going to play, if you know you're going to play it.
I just don't have the strength to serve from that long.
Yeah, light rackets make the game harder to play.
So am I better to drop the ball then?
With that racket, you're better to learn a volley serve because that racket's so light. Yeah, you better learn a volley serve. Because I was having trouble serving ground serves with that racket when I was using it.
And then when I volley, do I come back?
Oh, come on in.
When I volley, do I come back? Because I'm going to practice that.
Volley serve. Yeah, you're going to start with the racket behind you, comfortable distance behind you. Drop the ball in front of you, and then you're going to hit it this way. Yep.
Kind of up.
Just like that. Yeah. Work on it. We'll see you next class.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello, ladies. Sure. Yep.
It doesn't feel, feels lighter than I was expecting.
Where is yours? Are you comparing it to yours, do you mean?
I mean, it's light too, but I was expecting more of a.
Oh, this is not super light. This is a heavier one. I sell this brand and I haven't seen this racket before. But you can see how thin this racket is. That's really the main difference, right?
Okay.
So thicker, the competitive rackets are thicker and heavier typically. This is pretty heavy for that size though. So. All right, so you are, we've met. Yeah, hi again. I'm well. Okay, so Isla and Natalia. Okay. And we'll see, there's supposed to be 8 people here, but so far there's only 4. So maybe I slept in really late because now it's 10:30.
We haven't upgraded our toys yet.
Okay.
We're going to come to your shop.
Okay. Awesome. Racket Network. You can take a picture of my name tag. It's got the name of the store on it if you want. My name tag. You have to grab your camera.
I'll grab my camera.
Sure. Yeah.
I'll remember that.
Oh yeah. Okay. That works too.
It's easy to remember.
Awesome. Okay. Well, 102. Normally I would start talking now, but I don't know what's going on. There's only 4 people out of 8 here. Oh, look at that. We haven't completed a sheet yet. Go. Move these over here. All right, well, let's get started. Okay, so 102 is about learning the rules. Let's go over here so we're not fighting with the voices in the room. 102 is about learning the rules. So, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, there's an 85-page rule book. We're not going to go into all 85 pages today. We're going to cover the highlights from about 10 pages. Right? Just enough to get you started playing pickleball. The basic concepts, and I'm going to teach you a little bit about the serve because AJ here, who's a great tennis player, I can tell just from the way he plays, is serving like a tennis player, and he's going to get in so much trouble with pickleball people that I'm going to have to correct that. So we're going to go into, you have to serve differently in pickleball than you do in tennis. So we're going to fix that. I'm going to spend a little extra time on that today for you. Okay? Did anybody come in with any questions about, like sometimes people on the way here have, when I get there, I have to ask this question. Nobody had a question? Nobody had a burning question? There you go. Well, you're already doing well. So, all right, we're going to go into the room. We're going to put the dots down, which you guys remember from last class. You remember from this morning. You've never seen. Okay, and we're just going to, it's in pickleball when we hit close together, it's called dinking. We're just going to dink back and forth, dot to dot. Okay?
Why is it called dinking, not volley?
Well, because we're hitting it off the ground. These are short ground strokes.
Yeah, I have played probably like maybe 15 games.
A pickleball?
Yeah.
Awesome.
But people I play with don't know the rules either.
Okay. This will help them. Yeah, there we go. That's good. You're on the right track, Liz. Yeah, put the balls in the net, please. Thank you very much. We're just going to dink right now. We're going from red dot to red dot. So if you watch AJ and I, can I borrow your paddle for a second? AJ and I will show you what we're doing here. All right. Okay. Just going from dot to dot. See, he's trying to hit my dot. I'm trying to hit his dot. That's all we're doing right now, Liz. Okay? There you go. Why don't you come over here and rally with AJ? And mom and daughter can rally there. There we go. Give me a ball. Welcome. I'm going to leave you guys alone for about 2 minutes while I take a washroom break. I haven't had one in over 3 hours, so I'll be back in a few minutes.